Hello, OelGrez's here with Phyled, and we're in DomeMaine, OelGrez's DomeMaine. We're going to be putting in an automated harvesting farm right up there in that dome right there, and that's what we're going to go work on right now. That's already done. I'm starting going to work on the first habitat dome, and that's what this here is working on getting this started and kind of trying to figure out what I want to do for color and how we want to work it. But I plan to use this as like a home, a residence, probably do a couple of these in different various forms and shapes. Just starting learning how to make the spheres, and it can be kind of have to stop and think it out from time to time, and sometimes they don't look quite oval or circular because I get the numbers wrong and they don't come out right. So, but and it's hard in survival also to try and gather all the materials that you need to create the shell, and depending what you're going to make it out of. I mean, if you made a cobblestone is easy to come by. Wood's not that hard to come by, especially now with our orchard over there of wood and different types of trees, so we can get the different colors. You can see I've been kind of sprucing it up a little bit, kind of cleaning it up as I go. And that's where the first habitat will be. Like I said, I'll probably create a couple more around the lake. I'm going to work on this tree over here to the right too. I've got a big one started. I might put make it big enough where maybe it look like a couple of them are hanging from the tree, or a part of the tree, like a dome type tree house. In fact, I could do one made out of leaves. Just give me a couple of shears to collect all the bushes and stuff, and then I can make one out of that too. So we'll see. It's something to look at. But for right now, I'm working on this one. I'm trying to get the bottom part started. And hold on a second. I'm doing a test run here. I got the air conditioning going and the fan going. I'm going to see if the mic's picking it up. So I'm going to pause it, and I will be right back. Alright, it sounds like it's not picking up the fan or the air conditioner. So we can continue. Yeah, here I'm working on the dome. This is the habitat. It's going to be a home. And I've got some more of this done, but I'll have to edit it, the clips, as I get some posted. I can clear up some space. But I had started working on this video, and I just got back to it, so that's what I'm working on now. And I get this one posted, then I will go ahead and get that other stuff put together, because I've been working on the dome and doing video capturing as I've been going along. So what I try to do is I go back and forth between DomeMaine here and OelGrez's mining company, and I kind of have a theme going with both of them. Like, this one is basically I started learning how to make these spheres. I thought it'd be kind of cool to make like a dome type city maybe, and I thought it'd be cool to build it on the other side of the mountain where our homestead is at. And that's where Phyled had built the barn, and we got our library. So we got this one built up pretty good, as well as I do on the mining company, which the whole idea behind that is to set up a couple of cannons and use that to start drilling with. And at the moment, I'm just kind of working on a complex
And I'm gonna have to get a lot of more gunpowder, so I'll have to do some actual creeper hunting. But for the moment, I'm working on this one. I like the way those two worked out in the back. Those kind of turned out pretty good. I started learning to do this from videos on YouTube, and I thank all the individuals that put their talent out there so others can learn from it, and I appreciate it because it's really enhanced my game a lot, as well as World of Tanks. I learned a lot from the pros and the amateurs that have been posting their videos, and it's helped. I'm having fun with it too, and that's part of OelGrez's garage. It's just I'm having fun with it. Some of the stuff I've got to see while I was playing. It's just so I post videos so I can see them later on. Because at some point I got to clear out my memory. So that means deleting old clips. And now that I got to post it on YouTube, I can always go back and watch them there. And that's the whole idea behind a lot of this. And the main thing is fun. I have fun with it. And I love the idea that Phyled is into it, and it's something we can do together. And she is just so creative and talented. It's neat to see some of the stuff she does. Like I said, right here in DomeMaine itself, she built the barn. She built the house. She got the potions going. Like I said, we got a library that's got a portal to the nether. And then we also got another portal over by the barn. And I got a whole forest, lumber, what would you call it? You know, where I got all different type of trees there. I got chests with the separated different types of tree, the lumber. So if you need a certain type of colored wood, you just go to the chest and get it. So that's also I got my actual first dome was where we put the farm in underneath it so that we could farm at night without having to deal with mobs. That's how that came about. So we got plenty of wheat, carrots, potatoes, and then from that dome I started building these domes here. I started with the one way at the end. That's the community center. That's where everyone gathers when decisions need to be made, or just to gather to meet up. You know, it's a community dome. There's not much there. Then I built this second dome, and that one I put an automated harvesting machine in there. And it all started with this cobblestone factory over here over to the left here, and where I can make cobblestone, and then from the cobblestone I make regular stone. And you said, yeah, but you can go down mining and get all but the thing is, though, it's here. It takes a little bit of time, about the same time it would to mine down to bedrock. Or, you know, if you're looking for ore, yeah, great, man. Gather all the cobblestone you need, throw it in the oven, and you can cook it all up and make yourself a bunch of stone. I think it's fun to build with. So along with the birch, you know, I've been experimenting with the different trees and the different woods. I'm in City Texture, I think it is. I'll have to look, but I think that's what it is. And this is the texture I like the most, because a lot of the other ones are good, but the colored glass, some of them have patterns in it. So when you're trying to design a building and you want maybe put in blue glass, like first to represent maybe the sky, well, the ones that have patterns in it might throw that off. It might not be the same look. And that's what I like about this here texture pack, is the glass looks like glass, you know. And see the other texture packs with the patterns in the glass, you can do some neat stuff with that. Well, it would be kind of cool is if you could intermingle different texture packs. But I can't do that on the PlayStation, so. But this is good. I like this texture pack. I like the way it looks. I like the blocks look, the glass, the wood. And like I said, like using the different color wood and stuff, you can create some neat stuff. And like I said, Phyled's good at it. And, I like to build roads, because at some point I like to ride around with my horse, and it's easier to do it on roads and try to hit a ravine or something and your horse drops into it. It happens. It really does happen. And but that's another story. But like I said, I've got a lot of work done on this dome. It's almost nearing completion. I think I got to work on the glass. I'm trying to determine what color glass, because I might have to go get that dye, and I'll have to make up some glass because it takes a lot of glass. The thing with glass is, if you make a mistake and break it, it's gone. You gotta get another piece. So that's the only drawback with working with glass. Pretty much make sure you want it where you're gonna put it, unless you got enough that if you break one, it ain't gonna hurt too much. And to see the building this one, it's a little more complex because the front entrance there is different. So it kind of threw the sphere off a little bit. And if I'm not mistaken, when we get there, I'll show that. But I think that one side's too far out, because it looks like there's a gap there. But what I'm thinking is I might just use glass, fill that in as if maybe a window, and that maybe make that one look like it's popping out or something. I don't know. We'll take a look at it. But I messed up on the numbers on that one, and I think it's started too far out to measure with the other one on the other side. So it gets tricky getting the edges to match up to get that spherical look. Ouch! Something's beating me up. I'm down to 1 heart. See, I've been noticing though on this here, when I get down to 1 heart, my health doesn't regenerate. See? I should be full health now, and it's only at 1 heart, so. I've seen this before, and what I did is I exited out, came back in, and gave me full health, but then when I got down to 1, so I don't know if it's something I'm wearing or something I'm doing, but I'm eating, so I don't know what that is. So. But I've noticed on DomeMaine, it might be glitch, but I'll have to keep an eye on that. So I've had a few fights here. As you can see right now, you'll see later on in one of the other clips that a creeper blew up right there and destroyed that whole front. I had to rebuild it. But that's in the clips I got. I did this weekend. So I hear Phyled's up. Okay, I'm almost to the end of this here, so we're doing good. So that way I can get this posted. I'll clear these clips off. Then I can start working on the ones I did last weekend. I'm doing basically the same thing with tanks now. Is I'm trying to get caught up so that I can delete a lot of the old stuff. And I know where I left off, and I can continue from that for what I'm doing maybe next weekend. So we're getting to the end of this clip here. And from Phyled and OelGrez's, I want to thank you for watching. And I'll get some more of this done. This starts. Oh, wow, that's a little loud. I'll have to turn that down. But I'm at 1422, and the clip goes to 1451. So, Phyled, I gotta go get Phyled's coffee, and I'm gonna play this back and see if I can save it so I can get started on the next one. So for Phyled and OelGrez's from DomeMaine, thank you for watching, and everybody have a good night.